All right. Is my connection good? I'm not coming in as a robot, right?
Sound good to me.
Good, good. Well, welcome everybody to an Easydex hangout. We were supposed to be having Darren Claxton and Fiat. So I think Darren Claxton is wrapping something up on the other side, so he'll be here shortly. And I think Fiat Steem is currently sleeping. So with that, don't worry, I had a backup plan. I want to talk a little bit about drum roll. It's not roll drum, it's drum roll. I want to talk about the WHALESHARES platform. I've seen a lot of you on there posting and things like that. So I want to get a little bit of a Oh shit, guys. Holy shit.
Oh, come on. You just seriously?
That right there, that meme has to be one of the funniest things that I've ever seen in my life. But before we get into the WHALESHARES, topic and conversation a little bit, I always have to say, Easydex is completely responsible for my opinions, my actions, and my words. You know what I'm saying? And I cannot be held responsible for these things, because if I am, then I'd probably be off the air already. Like legitimately, I'd be kicked the fuck up out of here. So with that being said, and disclaimer. Did I say it wrong?
Ah, no, I typed it wrong.
I was like, oh shit, did I say it wrong? Said I've seen a lot of you, because I tried to jump on the WHALESHARES platform on Wednesday when it was supposed to be launched. Maybe I was a little bit too early, but I then checked it out today, and I saw a lot of you on the platform. So I just want to kind of get some opinions on how do you like it. Oh boy, Robert, don't be jumping ahead of me, sir. We're gonna touch on that. We're gonna become Catholic priests and touch on all the little. Okay, that was gonna go somewhere we probably didn't want it to go. So we'll touch on it. You know what I mean? We'll get there. Now, WHALESHARES platform. The first thing I want to say is that the banner looks pretty magey, like wizardry, and I'm a nerd, so I'm down with all the mazes, the wizardry and stuff like that. But who, put a show of hands in the chat right now, who is posted on the WHALESHARES platform? Let's see the show of hands right now. And I mean, I can name one. I know Woodsy has, because I remember seeing like a fire post. He was like, the flame is lit. The flame is now here. So that was pretty sexy. You know what I mean? Now, cricket's chirping. Now, does anyone who's posted on the WHALESHARES platform feel like talking right now? And again, remember, you can say whatever you want, because Patalinko and Walrus have to take responsibility for the shit that's said right now. And I'm going to just start off by saying, again, it looks cool. I saw that all the posts are making 0. Does someone want to explain that to me, maybe in chat or?
Oh, it was pretty obvious that the reward pool, it needs time to be filled up. So if you start a new blockchain and you are aware of how the blockchain works, there it needs time to be blocks produced. And usually this is several days. So probably the rewards will be possible next week at some moment.
See, I was not aware of how blockchains work. Like me, I'm kind of like stupid when it comes to these things, right? So it's going to take a few days for rewards to come in. All right, I get that. And I actually had hit up Fuzzy a few days ago, and I was like, all right, and Boyer Robert, this is where you can kind of chime in, you know what I mean? And welcome, Brian Gap. It cost, I mean, I remember, and I mean, please, if I get this wrong, don't hit me in the nuts. And Woodsy, you snitching, bro? You be snitching, bro? What's up with that?
He's snitching hard.
Woodsy out here snitching on people. Oh, all right, everybody, you You got to watch out what you say around here. You know, let me just talk on snitches real quick. If you're laying in your house, you're getting robbed, go ahead and be a snitch because you need to call the cops. All right? You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to snitch when you're getting robbed or something. I'm just gonna throw that out there. What's up, Estese? How you doing today? Now, if anyone was like, yes, we're ready for DC. Can people put in the chat we're ready for DC? He said, I'm just gonna throw this shit out there, bro. DC is like, I mean, I'm pretty egotistical. You know, my good friend Ginger Samurai let me know, like, bro, you got a huge fucking ego. And you know, I had to level with him, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. I have a huge fucking ego. I get it. I apologize. But DC, ever since I met him, he's been getting a pretty big ego around here, right, guys? I don't know. He's like the guy. He's on like every show, taking over shows. You know what I mean? I just want to throw that out there. When he gets in, I'll tease him a little bit more. But let's get to some real motherfucking topics right now. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember it was during, I think, Freedom Exists podcast. Forgive me if I don't remember exactly who, but I thought the buy-in was going to be like 2 WHALESHARES. Quote me if I'm wrong.
It was supposed to be a
Yeah.
small amount, but I don't know how the people actually visualize small amounts. I mean, 500 for me is pretty big, but for someone can be really small. So
No, I mean, okay, so right. We get the like the small thing, but like, so I had reached out to Fuzzy, right, and he was like, it's like 500. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, and I could be completely fucking wrong here, but I'm like, to go from 2 to 500, uh, I don't. That's. I see. I don't even know what to say after that. Like that is a huge fucking jump. And let me go ahead and put in the chat real quick. I'm gonna go silent and let DC know that we're ready for him.
Could I add to that, madam?
You definitely can, John Scott. You know I love hearing your voice and your opinion.
Thank you, bro. Basically, some members, it took them a year to collect 500 whale shares, selling, buying, whatever, and all of a sudden you have to give it back. Doesn't make sense to me. It's a lot of money for some people. Very lot.
That's true,
nah,
and
I'm thinking most over. If you want to, I know the justify over this is that only real accounts can get in, but how this is proving any real people behind the money? You know, if I have the money, I can buy pretty much as many accounts I want to. So this doesn't prove the fake accounts.
look at we got Darren Claxton being a fucking superstar and showing up extra late.
Sorry I'm late. I was doing another show, but I got a glass of bourbon and serve lunch. The whole. Sorry I'm late, but I was doing another show. But I'm here with my glass of bourbon and some lunch. The whole.
Woo!
What an entrance. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, like you know what? I'm not even mad. Like when I was mad until you jumped in and got on that guitar. I'm not even mad anymore. And right now, Mr. Claxton, we are talking about WHALESHARES, and then we're gonna jump into Choon. Now, it's super crazy, right? Like again, I heard Fuzzy say, "Hey man, it's gonna be 2 WHALESHARES to get in," and that jumped up to 500 WHALESHARES. And I remember Ginger Samurai, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? But there was a time when I could have sold my WHALESHARES for like 3 or 4 thousand because I have like 1,000 of them, right? And then like the price tanked so like literally he was like, bro, you can sell your shit right now for like 3K, and I was like, oh my god. But no, I'm a hodl, right? Because I'm a faithful WHALESHARIan. There we go. You see what I just did there? And then all of a sudden, when I woke up the next day, it was like 0.2 bit shares or something, and I got kind of upset because then the news that followed up with that was it's 500 well shares again, and even though it was like 2 well shares, so I'm legitimately confused, guys. Is anyone else confused by this
I'm very
and how this
confuzzled.
goes?
Yeah, I'm really confuzzled by the whole thing. And I looked on the site anyway, but it's like a kindergarten Steam it. And I don't know how, and there's no sort of, when you upvote somebody, there's no figures or anything to look at. And it's a load of old tush. And I don't know, am I being a bit skeptical or what? It's a bit of a letdown. It's like,
Okay,
it's like,
guys, I want to add something before we continue further with the conversation.
sure.
As the last week, personal, we was accused of spreading photo over the future Whale Shares project. I want that this to say before we discuss anything here that this is only a discussion, is not any thought spreading. We are not wishing any bad to the platform or anything like this.
Absolutely.
So please, this is just considering the facts thrown already live, public and stated official. So if I'm wrong, please correct me. The 500 whale shares to join, fact. The 500 whale shares to claim your stake, fact. The power down algorithm, fact. Even don't want to get in details on this because you're all gonna be very upset.
Yes.
So let me just go ahead and say that actually there is a disclaimer, and let me read that. This is not financial advice. Reading this requires eyes. The writer of this statement is not responsible for any damage done to said eyes while reading the statement above. Do not eat yellow snow. Oh, okay, I see what you did there. The opinion stated here is solely the opinion of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the opinion of Easydex, license, and trademark. And you know what? For this conversation, I will go ahead and let that disclaimer be. Oh, John Scott has another one. Fine print / disclaimer. Pink Dex Day isn't about making fun of any person, entities, or organizations. It's clearly about having some fun in an unfunny world. Easydex team is always available to provide knowledge and awareness to the blockchain sphere for all. In a very serious professional manner, with this Pink vision is very clear, serious, and dedicated to making things happen. We just being Easydex Express. Hold on, we're almost there. He wrote a lot of shit here. We're just being Easydex expressing the parentheses Dex PB token to the Wordle, and he spelled I think like Hotto but Wordle, so Wordle. The Easydex exchange dedicated to educating movement to heal / cure the Wordle and takes full responsibility for Pink. And yes, let me add on what Patalinko had said. This is in no way, shape, or form to anybody listening who is a WHALESHARES elitist, fudding, bashing, or putting down WHALESHARES. This is simply, I'm confused because I heard on one podcast, hey, it's going to be 2 WHALESHARES, and then on the other I asked Fuzzy, and it's 500. So if anyone can explain that huge 498 WHALESHARES jump, please do so. I still think it's going to be an awesome platform. Chief Mapster says it will be 1 WHALESHARE in a month. Chief Mapster, are you available to come on the mic real quick?
I can.
What's up, bud?
He's about to break into song again.
Intro music. It's a Chief Mapster. It's the Chief Mapster. It's the Chief Mapster. He's got some crypto news. Sorry, Chief. There you go. Yeah.
Welcome, Chief Mapster. Thank you for even getting on the mic and kind of talking about this. Now, you're saying that it's going to go lower in time. Is that correct?
Yep,
Yes,
that's according to Freedoms and them yesterday. It's going from 500, and then a few weeks it'll be 250, and then a few weeks it'll be 1 WHALESHARE after that.
So let's ask the question: is right now the right time to jump on there and join, or should people be waiting till it gets cheaper? I mean, I guess if you don't even have the 500 WHALESHARES to join, you just have to wait. But for those of us who have a little bit of WHALESHARES over 500, is this the opportunity? Is this the best time to join? Do we get something for joining early? You seem to have a little bit of the know. What's your opinion on that?
I'm gonna wait because I think we're in the same boat. We have probably about roughly 1,000 WHALESHARES. So if you do claim it now, then you're gonna lose about half. I'm just gonna wait till it's one whale share so we get our full stake in the network. And from what I see, I don't really see too many benefit, except for you're not gonna get any rewards. You'll people will see you posting, but that's about it. So I think if you just wait a month, I think you'll be fine.
And the thing I was
It's
asking,
most about if you join so early, you can kind of build a earlier network around you and your personality and such. I think this is one benefit.
Yeah, definitely is that. Yeah, I can't see any rewards yet, but I think I've got 11,760 whale stake shares. So that's not bad from what I held. But now, yeah, I've got 100 whale shares left now. So it's pretty sad.
so let me ask you, Mr. Darren Claxton,
Yeah,
how do you feel about spending? So you spent the 500 well shares to get in, correct?
I did, yes, because I'm very impatient. I have ADHD and I can't wait very long for anything. So, yeah, I did pay the 500, the bail
So
money.
so how are you feeling after you've paid that and you've posted? And like I said, we'll get into more if there's going to be rewards because I know Patalinko said that it's going to take like at least a few days, 7 days for the chain to kick in and things like that. And I just want to make sure we flesh out if is there really, and I know this question is not to you, this is to like everyone and preferably Chief Master because he knows a lot about this. But the question to you, Darren, is going to be have you gotten any benefit out of it? Have you gotten more followers? How do you feel about it so far?
I don't have any extra followers. No, I've got a quite big following, anyways. It's man, it's for shits and giggles. Like most of my things that I do online, I think it's for shits and giggles. I love it. It makes me laugh. It makes me happy. And all those whale shares were bought with my Steam, really, which I earned from my music. So I didn't invest anything. It's not really, it's not money to me. It's just what I had, And I started buying the whale shares. I won some from Chiefs competitions that you run. So I thought, why not? I can't wait. I can't wait 2 weeks. I can't wait to the 1st of September to pay one share. I'm too impatient, man. So I just went for it, paid the 500. Yeah, and it's a weird one because there's no sort of actual reward yet, like in Steam it. People have upvoted my stuff. There's like comments, but there's no actual numbers there. It still says zero. Like 8, 9, 10 comments, 8 upvotes, but no like money as such. No whale stakes sort of figures. So
So when they
yeah,
did the snapshot, right? Like I
yeah.
was hearing about a snapshot, and then you
Yep.
were supposed to be getting some kind of stake, right? Is that
8.4 per whale share. So I had 1,400 whale shares. So I got my whale stake is 11,760. So that's like Steam power, I guess. Steam power. Isn't that right, Chief? Chief's cutting the lawn or something. Yeah.
You're
So
exactly right.
yeah, 11,760 Welsh stakes. That's like your Steam power. So that's your upvote. I don't know how much that's worth in terms of anything because there's still that's got to find its level, I guess. All these whale stakes and Welsh, they've got to find their level on the market. So until more people start using it, and it's going to take a while for all the algorithms to kick in, and for people and for the platform to know where that lies within the markets in the BitShares market. You see.
so my well stake is going to be how much? Like
How many have you got? 1,000. So you'll have 8,400.
yeah.
Well, you'll have 8,400 whale stakes, which is like your SP. It's like your Steam power, basically.
So when I upvote, that's what it's going to be pulling from, basically, right?
Yes, it will. And what happens on whale shares is when you vote somebody. So I upvote people, obviously. It automatically reposts it. So it shares. It rewards you straight away. Rewards them. You share and reward. So you click upvote. There's like a little round circle. So it shares their blog to your page, like a re-steam, basically. It automatically re-steams. So you have no choice in the re-steam.
So wait a minute, it's not even like an upvote or resteam. It's the upvotes
It's
mixed in
both.
with the resteam.
Yes, it is. It's both. It's you hit that, you share and you reward. So you share their post, you reward the post. Obviously, you'll get rewards from your post, and if your whale stakes quite high, like ours is, that's a good thing. But it automatically shares it without you wanting to, rather than Steam it. It's a optional thing. This is compulsory. It will share it immediately.
Well, see, now I'm kind of like I don't know. I mean, I guess on one hand that's like super awesome because people will be able to like see other people's content, but then like isn't that really going to take away from, personal content posting in the sense, like if
Yeah,
I post
it
stuff
will.
and then
Yeah, it
I
will.
want to,
'Cause-
right?
yeah, well, I totally agree. So on my blog, yeah, it does. It does do that. It's quite
All
annoying.
right,
'Cause you can
so
still, yeah. So no, because you're going no. This is different. So right, when I go onto my blog, right. So on my blog, I've done three posts. Okay. So it says blog shares, comments, replies, rewards. Okay. So if you press shares, that's where all my shares are in there. The shared posts that I've done. So I don't think it interferes with your actual blog as such, because I've got a real thing about that. Because I like as many people as possible to see my music. So yeah, I don't want to be sharing too much because it impedes on that. You know what I mean? So I'm quite precious about that myself. Do
all
you know
right,
what I
well,
mean?
I'm
So
glad to know. I'm glad
yeah,
to know that that is like an option right there.
yeah,
Because
I'm
like I
just
was like, well,
yeah, I'll screenshot a few things for you, man, so you can see. So yeah, I like to I'm quite knowledgeable about stuff. You know, it's not just music that I know about. I know about pretty much quite a lot of stuff. And I like to research it and know. So I'm just gonna I'm not just a damn musician with a pretty face, you know. All right, okay, you gotta realize this.
you know, that would have worked too. That would have worked too. So
Yeah,
basically, you are kind of forced to re-steam other people's stuff, but it goes on a separate tab, which I guess
yeah.
isn't too bad.
Can
That's
you see?
fine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
look at the
see.
blog. Look. Yes, it says blog, and that's obviously me there. And then when you look down a bit further, you'll see my good friend Divine. She's on the top there. So that's the shares. That's what I've shared. So I don't actually think it comes. It doesn't show on your actual blog. People will have to click on the shares to see what you've shared. So that's really good, actually. In
Yeah,
respect of
you know, the original idea, which we totally dislike it with ours, was to be on one feed. And I say, yeah, but yeah, this is crazy because if I vote, let's say, I'm quite voting person, and I was on the old times in Steam too. I
yeah,
used to vote over 100 people per day.
yeah,
So this will mean that I'll have 100 posts before actually someone can see anything I posted.
yeah.
So it was crazy.
It is, Patty, and that's like a fucking crazy jumble sale. You know what a jumble sale is? Anybody? You foreign guys? A jumble sale is where you go to like a store. People have all these tables set up, and they sell all their old shit for money. Basically, it's a jumble sale. And what you do, you dig through all the stuff until you find something good, and that's what it'd be like if you had 100 posts of somebody else's stuff until they got to the Darren post or the Patty post or the Sir Lunch post.
I
Yeah,
like
so
how I like how you put yourself first there. The Darren post, the Darren Sir Lunch the post, the
oh, come
Darren
on.
Patalinko
We
post.
agree. We agree yesterday that his ego is huge, so we have to agree with it.
Yeah. Sorry, Patty, I didn't get that. Sorry, darling. Say it again. Can you repeat?
I say I thought yesterday me and you agree that your ego is very big, so we have to cope with it,
Oh
right?
gosh, please don't say that. I've not got a big ego. My ego's bigger than me. You know, how's that work?
Oh
How'd you make
man,
how'd you make a sausage roll anyway? Does anybody know that?
how do you make a sausage roll? That sounds a little sexual. I don't.
Do you know a
Is
sausage?
that
Do
gonna
you
take
have
a turn
sausage
to the
roll?
left?
Do you have sausage rolls in your countries? You know what
I
a
mean,
sausage roll is?
sausages are like circular. They're like a cylinder. So like, I'm pretty sure if I put
Phallic
it on a
looking.
downhill slope,
You
it'll like
push them
roll
down
on
a
its
hill. You do. You push them down a hill. A
own.
phallic
Oh,
looking
that.
thing.
Look
A
how I
sausage
did
roll
that. Look
in.
how I cut up.
Yeah, I do digress, but in England we have a sausage roll, which is a sausage wrapped in pastry, which is quite a nice thing. Really bad for your health, but quite fun. I don't know why I said that, but that's
Oh, we call those hot dogs in a blanket because we're fancy.
we call them pigs in blankets. You know, at Christmas we have pigs in blankets, which is a pig in a blanket is a cocktail sausage, so it's a little tiny sausage, and it's wrapped in streaky bacon, and we roast them in the oven with the turkey for Christmas, and we call them pigs in blankets.
Did you say a cocktail?
A
Like,
cocktail sausage. Yeah, they
see,
call
because
them.
like, because a cocktail over in America is like a drink.
It is.
So I imagine like when you said cocktail, I imagine like a sausage inside of a like a piece of bread inside of like a martini with the little hook, like little toothpick through it. And I don't know if that would be tasty, like drinking a martini with a hot dog in it. I mean, it might. Who knows, right?
Yeah, I think they call it. Well, we call it hot cocktail because in a cocktail you have like a little umbrella with a little wooden stick, which is a little sticky stick with a point on the end, and we we poke those through the cocktail sausages and we eat them, so they're cocktail sausages. Hi, you're listening to the Easydex podcast with me, Sir Lunch, the host, and him, Darren Claxton, talking about sausages.
We love our sausages, man. Now, my next question was going to be, so Patalinko was saying that it's going to take a little bit of time for the WHALESHARES chain to catch up. Does that mean there's going to be rewards for the people that are posting now, just a little bit later,
okay. So
or
there's
there's still no rewards?
Oh, so is there a backlog like catch up, Patty? Can you come in? So there's as I read it, there's a catch up.
I see now. I think when these forks appeared in Steam, like the fork 19 and such, and you get changed the algorithm for the last week. I think it is how it works in the beginning. Like the blockchain, it builds itself, and when the blocks are produced, the pool is filled up. So in the beginning, probably won't be rewards. I mean, or will be very small, and until the full size of the pool after 7 days.
Yeah, I think you'll get your 500 quid, your 500 whale stakes back, shares back. I think. I mean, really. Yeah, I mean, what they're worth now, I don't know what they're worth. 0.6 is it or something like that. So 500, so it's 250 bit shares, and they're trading at 10 cents each.
Okay, I have to a little bit disagree with this statement because see now, I think that yes, you probably get this money back in the long term, but at least you're not gonna get it next 2 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you guys are experts at this. I'm just
Okay, I understand that the payments and the rewards will be measured in whale stake, right?
Okay.
And there is no liquid reward. So until the power down actually is activated and the first 7 days pass out and someone power down, then actually will be counted any value to these whale stakes. At this moment, every whale stake is equal null. Exactly null.
So basically, right now, if you are an early person on the WHALESHARES platform, you're just getting some notoriety, and hopefully, through that notoriety, you'll start getting your WHALESHARES back because people are going to love your content. That's kind of what it looks like right now, and I can kind of confirm there's not going to be any rewards in the beginning. I think Fuzzy had said that to me, but again, I don't know how the blockchain aspect of everything works, and I guess this is just going to be my humble opinion. As Chief Mapser was saying, it's probably better to maybe wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? When the price goes a little bit lower, so it's not a huge, hit to you. Because I know Darren Claxton was like, well, I just use Steem to get my WHALESHARES. Well, some of us, Mr. Claxton, we use Steem as real money because we can sell that as real money. So when we put in our Steem into this, we were filling the little types of ways. Ooh.
When I put it in, it stays in. I'll drink to that, you motherfucker.
Oh, I'm gonna take a shot to that as well. That was fucking great. That was great.
Hey guys, I want to tell you, don't wait too long because the official statement it was there is 1 month to claim your stake. If you don't claim it in this 1 month, then it's lost. So
wait. Hold on, Patalinko. So you're telling me that if I wait, then I lose? Okay, this is now I'm getting really fucking confused here, right? Because like I thought that when they took the snapshot, I then had that stake and that was just there until I decided to like get going. Now there's a time limit on this. Is that what you're saying?
On the one of the last hangouts, it was said that the time limit to claim your share drop is 1 month, and the unclaimed stake will be added to the account creation account. So the first week it costs 500 WHALESHARES to claim. The second week it costs 250, and after this you have 2 weeks when it will be 1 WHALESHARE. So make sure you claim it.
Yes, bang on. Yeah, I repeat what the lady says.
So they're kind of like pushing me to hurry up and claim, is what you're saying. Like I have to like either claim or lose it. Oh man, and then WHALESHARES, the price went down, so I can't like just You know what, guys? I'm gonna be holding a sign that says, "Would you like to buy my Wells shares in 32 days?" Just like a couple days after the official stake time. You know what I mean? So if you want to buy my Wells shares for 300 bit shares apiece, please do that. Make me very happy, man. And I mean, it's crazy. There's just a lot of ins and outs that I just maybe because I wasn't around, that I just wasn't aware of, right? Like there's this and there's that, which I guess it's all in the good fun of making sure the platform functions and works and is good. But man, I don't, that's just a lot to take in. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not too smart. Just a really good personality. So that's just super much to take in right there. Well,
You are
God,
smart. You are smart. They never say that, man. You're smart. You're
no,
smart, man.
I'm not smart. I am highly intelligent. You
Oh,
see what I did there? You see?
You lie. You
There goes
lie like
my
a you lie. You lie like a cheap watch. That's what you do.
Yes,
Hey, don't
I've
get
been
me.
known to be a liar, guys. But point that out. So he's right there, guys.
Okay, I just want to mention, I mean, do not take my words as a statement because it's just the latest official release and information. This maybe will be changed like the 2L shares. So please consider this as an option.
I'm holding you to this. I believe everything you say.
You know what? I'm gonna make my first Well Shares post about how it cost me 500 or 250 whenever I had to get in, and it was told me to. I need it. Like there has to be a claims report that I can file on this, right? I can be like, look, I was actually overcharged on my Well Shares. I have my receipt here that said it was gonna cost two, and we'll see if we can get reimbursed for that. I think we should all start that movement there. Now, with that being said,
Yeah, but see, okay, you have to take in consideration also something more. The whale shares, it seems they're not gonna be retired as planned, so they still can be used as voting token, and you never know which will be the account in whale shares. So you can actually have a big advantage of having them.
let me ask this: Is so? Let's say I have 8,000 stake. Does that make me a whale, a dolphin, a minnow? Does anybody know where that would put me on the scale of rich man making big money?
I think you'd be
Oh,
like a dolphin,
I
wouldn't he?
I,
Matty?
d- I don't know because any measurement in whale shares it will be taken later when the platform grows a little bit. At this moment, no idea what you are.
Oh, see the mystery and then like the updates. It's like that one girlfriend that you had or boyfriend for all the women in here that really didn't want to tell you too much about themselves, and then one day you find out that maybe they have STDs. It goes both ways here, right? So either you find like they dress bummy, oh they're a millionaire, or they dress bummy, oh they have AIDS, and we've been having intercourse for a long time now. This is now a surprise. So I guess this is going to be one of those great surprises. And I mean, I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not going to say who I just had this little quick conversation with, but I am kind of on the boat where maybe I should have sold my Well shares when the price was high and then bought back in. But then at the same time, I wouldn't have got the snapshot and I would have missed the whole this is my stake. But then in hindsight, I don't even know how much my 8,000 stake is going to be worth. So, like, it's just so mysterious. It's crazy stuff. I don't know, man. It's
It's
crazy. But
entertain the masses, man. It's what the government do. They entertain the masses to take your mind away from other
ugh,
things that are more important. So they put all this shit TV on that we really love and we really get addicted to take your mind away from really important matters to take
I,
your
well, I
attention away.
think that the WHALESHARES platform is like anti-government, so we don't want to compare them to the government. Now,
Welcome, lady.
like every time I'm about to go in,
Sorry, man.
no, you're
Don't
good.
go in. Yeah, go
But
ahead. Sorry.
I want to say this: with all this conversation being said, with all this skepticism plus optimism about WHALESHARES, if you have the WHALESHARES, go ahead and get in there early. Do what you want to do. Maybe wait for the 250 mark. I'm probably gonna wait for the 250 mark, and then I'm gonna jump in there and I'll start posting. But if you can, get in there now. And we love Well shares, regardless of whatever's going on. Maybe I'll get Fuzzy in here next week to answer some questions. Because, I'm about to be like, yo, son, I got some questions for you, bro. That's me being like 50 Cent. That's me being black right there. But we love Well shares. Thank you for everyone who put into Well Shares. Thank you, Walrus. Thank you, Petalinko. And thank you, everyone else. Now, with that being said, we're going to transition into Darren Claxton singing a song, and we're going to start talking about Choon.
Choon! How's it coming
Yes.
across? I mean, you know, Discord sound is shit. So, I mean, how's the guitar? Does that guitar come smooth or?
No, it's coming in good, man. So
Okay,
you jump in.
also
Oh.
at some moment, guys, we really have to consider saying a word for the Fiat Steem.
Yes, we will definitely do that. After that, I think I'll have you and Walrus kind of talk about that, unless Fiat Steam jumps in here. Then I didn't see. Let me see. Nope. All right, I'm not missing anyone. So me and Darren Clax are going to switch gears a little bit and start talking about Choon. And this is for all the music artists out there, but let him sing a song first.
Okay, hi, this is Darren Claxton, and that's Solange, the host. And this is the beautiful Easydex family that I've been adopted by. And this is my song, Nothing's in My Way. Woke up late this morning thinking same shit, different day. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing stands in my way, There's nothing in my way. I took my happy tablet, which helps me to find a way. It helps with my anxieties, then everything's okay, it's okay. And everything's okay. Do I even care?
Sex.
People stop and stare at you and talk together time to time. Do I even care if you don't know the strength of your own mind?
Oh, yeah.
People stop and stare at you and talk together time to time. When the feelings rearrange, I feel like running free. Who will come and find me there? It's necessarily your love. It is always there. Woke up late this morning thinking same shit, different day. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing stands in my way, Nothing in my way. Do I even care if you don't know the strength of your own? Stop and stare at time to time. Do I even care if you don't know the strength of your own mind? People stop and stare at you and talk together time to time.
Whew, I mean, that was touching. That was like so clear, and nothing went wrong there. We love you, Darren Claxton. Now, you started the Choon Discord, which I, found out very quickly after joining the Discord, right?
Yep.
So before we get into the Choon Discord, you could probably explain Choon a little bit better than I can. What is Choon, and why is it great for artists?
Oh gosh, Choon. Okay, so Choon's a music streaming service, and it's a digital ecosystem, if you like. So they're saying it's designed to solve the music industry's most fundamental problems, which is us independent artists getting paid, basically. It sounds really tricky in its makeup, but I just don't entirely know how all of that stuff works. Patty and Walrus will know because they are really into that kind of algorithm stuff and how crypto works and everything. But at the end of the day, we get paid for posting our songs. People listen to our songs. People create playlists of our songs. We create playlists of other people's songs. The artist then decides how much they're going to offer for the playlist split. So I set mine between 25% and 50%. So whoever adds my song to their playlist will get 25% of that play. So I'm not entirely sure how it all works with the numbers as such, but it's very exciting, and the songs just play seamlessly. I mean, D Sound have been really good to me, and I don't want to. I'm not bad mouthing them, but that it's so glitchy. You know, you go onto D Sound, you press the track, you press play, and it don't bloody play properly, and people get irritated, and that could lose you fans and listeners. Um, and I don't know how, but Tune have solved all that stuff, and I don't know what they're using. They're not using IPFS. I don't know what they're using, but they've sussed it, man. They've nailed this. They've got it sorted, and you press play and it plays, and it's a seamless exercise. I've done a little video about how to upload to Tune, you know, as a new user, and how to create a playlist. And people are just finding it so easy, and I'm just a real fan of it. And we had the guy on, the founder Bjorn. He come on to Spotlight on the Artist on our show last Friday, which was really great. And you know, the guy's just awesome, man. And I don't know where it's going to go, but it's really gaining a lot of traction. I mean, he said to me there's 200 people a day signing up. You know, that's crazy numbers. So, you know, 1,400 people a week is a lot of people.
That's
So,
super legit. I mean, I signed up,
it is
and
legit.
within like
Mm.
3 or 4 days, I earned like 82 notes.
Yeah.
That's what you get paid in when you like. That's the currency there, notes, and I think that's just genius. And I've uploaded my second song today, and hopefully that gets me some more.
What's your name?
Notes.
What's your name on Tune? Tell me it.
My name is Sir Lunch, the host.
Why are you so you know, why are you so loose? Are you hiding something? I mean,
I just love like that name. So I want to throw in your referral link. You can do that, right?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to help you all. I don't get a lot for this, man. I get 10 notes. 10 notes and anything. I mean, I think at the ICO there were 10,000 notes per Ethereum, something like that. But that's just hearsay. I mean, that's just a plucked out number. These things could go anywhere. I mean, the amount of users they're getting now. I mean, then I was talking to Bjorn, one of the founders. I said, let's get you on Easydex, man. Let's get that coin on Easydex. Get the notes on Easydex. And you know, why can't we do that? You know, I don't know how pliable that is to do, but these could kick off, man. When they go on the exchange in September, these are going to go crazy because they're holding worth, aren't they? Obviously.
Very true. And I was actually going to ask that when they're going to be on exchanges, but you just kind of answered that. So thank you for that. And I mean, yes, he may not get a lot for what? Hold on. I think it's 10 for people who sign up, 90 if people post songs, right?
Yeah, it's not a lot. But the thing is, I have a magic code. I have a magic code from the founders of Tune, which I can give out. If you sign up to Tune, it can take up to 24 hours, maybe 3 days for your account to be okayed and verified. But I can get you quick, fast access if you like.
That totally went with the Shia LaBeouf like meme right there, like quick access. And you guys know that he stays in there. He stays in there. Once he's in there, he's in there for good. I don't take that how you want to take that, guys. I don't know what that's gonna be taken like, but you're gonna take it.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's just it's like a different language, man. It's like messing with my head, man. You know, I don't know what to say. It's like fucking crazy, you know. But I'm gonna drop this link here, and you can do what you will with it, man.
Yes. Okay, so if you guys are artists, please use that, man. Take it. It is yours. He's helping you guys out. You will not have to get on the waiting list. Actually, I have a picture of that whole thing right there. Let me see if I can find it right here. If you try to do it without the referral, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, don't do it without that. Okay. It'll take too long. Okay, and I'm gonna upload also. I'm gonna drop this link in. Let me share. It's a little video I did about. Hi guys, it's for you newbies out there. Okay, because it's quite. These things can be daunting. You're like, oh god, I don't know what this is. Walrus is being a gift freak as well again. He's the gift god, isn't he? Let's take it to the max, motherfucker. Okay, so there's a video I did just off my own back. You know, I thought because these things can be tricky for as a musician. These platforms are very easy for me. I know how to do it, how to get the, you know, the audience, I guess. Not just for making great songs, but you need to know how to, create your account and make it look nice and people to visit really. But in Tune, you don't. It's not about that. It's not a social media platform. It's you own that little part of the site, and that's your little musical world. And you add the songs to it that you like, and nobody can take that away from you. And you add them, and when you add them, people reward you from their playlist split. Yeah. So some people are a bit tight; they do 5%, and I've upped all mine to at least 25%. So each song. So you added my song. That song I just played is on there. Nothing in my way. So that's I uploaded that a few days ago. If you
And I
add that,
mean,
if you add that to your
honestly,
yeah, hold on, man.
well,
If you add that to your playlist, you'll get 25% of that play.
nice. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna add that because
Yeah.
Darren's gonna be a huge star. And if anything, watch that video because he's there and you can watch him. And for you ladies out there, it's a good time. Just
Ah,
gonna put that
you,
on the shelf next
ah,
to keeping
you
it
big,
in there.
you big me up too much, man. You big me up too much, man. It's just, I don't know. What is it about me? I don't get it. Everyone says this. I'm like, I've never seen this before in my life, and it's all very new to me.
Well, hold
I
on,
don't get
hold on. I mean, if we compare this sexy face, and I'm pointing at my face, to your sexy face,
it.
you're like 2 points below me, but you're getting there. You're like getting there, man.
Okay.
So don't worry. You'll be Sir Lunch the host sexy soon. I mean, actually, Walrus told me I gained a few pounds, so I might have been knocked down a little bit.
Okay.
My face isn't as slim as it used to
Okay. I'm
be.
gonna get my. I'm putting my picture up first, man. So you can
Oh
buy it.
shit! No, no.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Our
You
internet's.
see this guy? You see this guy? Now, thank you, Mr. Darren Claxton, for joining me always, and I hope that you're going to join me next week. And you guys, I'm definitely going to be sitting in to beat so we can collab on a song, and hopefully, you guys will be able to hear that very
Are
soon.
we finished? Are we finished? Are we? Oh,
Well, no,
man.
we're not really finished, but we have to jump over to Fiat Steem, and I think Walrus and or Patalinko is going to
Fiat
explain
Steam's
that.
really good, man. Fiat Steam. This thing's already interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I'm into this stuff.
There we
Pretty
go.
cool.
So,
Look at that
Patalinko,
face.
Walrus, one of you want to
There you
take the
go.
floor on the Fiat Steem?
There's me. I just put a picture of me there, just so I forgot what I look like.
I was grabbing the link for the Discord.
Okay. Thanks to Sir Lunch. You're beaut.
So, guys, Fiat Steam is um, exchange which wants to do a little bit easier to trade your crypto. Like it doesn't necessarily needs to go through banks or explanation why you send the money, where they go. You can direct chat with your future buyer or with the guy you sell to. So I think this is a big advantage, and they have some cool options to actually save crypto for gift cards and such things. I would grab the latest link so you can look over the future UI, and they are promising to release any soon the live version.
Now, definitely go there, follow the Steemit account, join the Discord. Let me click that join button really quickly. Hopefully, it doesn't take me out. 1 second. Oh, no, it didn't take me out. Sweet. Yes, join the Discord. If this is a YouTube, oh, damn it. It says I'm typing and I'm not typing. Yes, join the Discord. Follow them on Steemit. Keep up to it. Go to the site. Actually, this is pretty sexy. You know what I mean? A lot of startups, they have sites and they're like, that's not that sexy, but that is actually pretty sexy. And I can't wait for it to get even more sexier. Is there anything else you would like to touch on concerning Fiat Steem, Patalinko, or Walrus?
I want to say that I had some concerns about because it's always difficult to charge backs with legal issues and stuff. And I have to say that the guys have been totally aware of all these things, and they promise a real good service. So hope they succeed. Our share drop this week also is for Fiat Steam. It will, the Fiat Steam token, it is share drop token, also collected by fees. So maybe it will be very good in the future.
That's awesome. And if you guys don't have some PB tokens, you guys should be holding on to some PB tokens. Look at that JJB777. Welcome. we'll just be wrapping up the show here. But yes, follow it, go to the Discord, become a member, and get involved. Also, Mr. Claxton, can you drop the Choon Discord in here really quickly?
We dropped it, me and John. We dropped it earlier, I think.
Oh yeah, you know it's crazy. Shout out to John Scotts because he was the one who threw. It's crazy, right? Because John Scotts, before Asaria had got me on the website, had shot me the Discord link. So I was like, sweet. And then Asaria was like, you should sign up. And I was like, awesome. Then I found out that Darren Claxton, the man, is like the head of the Discord. So I'm like, dude, this is just amazing. All these people I holistically love. So why not get into it? There it is right there. If you guys are not in the Choon Discord, get in the Choon Discord before it blows up and people forget who you are, right? Get in there, talk, make some lovely conversation, and it's going to be awesome. Thank you, Padalinko and Walrus, for talking about Fiat Steem. It's always a pleasure to have you guys talk about it. I hope that next time around, Fiat Steem is a little bit of a wake to come in and talk about a little bit more.
It's really, really late to him. I think it's like 2 or 3 a.m. for him. So I pretty much can understand if you had a real job after this, the job over the Fiat team, and all these Discord activities and such. I pretty much can understand that he maybe fell asleep.
No, I can understand that as well. And with that being said, Mr. Claxton, do you want to end the show on a little bit of a tune here?
Tune with a ch.
A tune.
Dear fellow.
I see what they did there.
A tune.
Tune and tune.
It's good, yeah.
Sounds kind of similar.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Bjorn Niklas, he's a Swedish sort of dance producer. He does some huge gigs and stuff, So our new platform, which the lovely Walrus and Patsy is making, is going to be called Easy Life. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which is really ironic because, yeah,
you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. Thank you. And I wrote a song about 3 years ago called "Simple Life." So it talks about my simple life and how beautiful it really is. So this is called "Simple Life." Are we getting the guitar okay? So lunch. How's that for you, brother?
That sounds good. And while he's singing, guys,
it's just for you, man.
While he's singing, I'm going to be dropping in how you guys can win $50 worth of Bitcoin. I actually released that video and that post today, so please do check it out. It's going to be awesome.
I did that already, man. I commented and I shared it and I loved it and I rubbed it on my backside a little bit and put it back.
Right, you rubbed it on your ass?
I didn't really.
I was going to say, I guess from you that's a compliment, so I'll take that.
Okay, this is Simple Life. Hey, my life is very simple. I'm plodding on today.